Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Business Connect. My name is Roy, and if this is your first time on this channel, we do interesting videos here on business development, social motivation, and I share with you interesting vlogs here in China. And recently, we have been doing videos about the return of international students to China. And we always bring you news that is trending about this topic. And so in this edition, we will be talking about two major things that have just happened, two major things that are trending about this topic. And the first one is about 5,000 Bangladeshi students who are requesting the Chinese government to consider their return to China. That is the first thing we'll be talking about. And there is another communique, another news item that I found circulating on the social media, which says students are giving their proposals to the Chinese government, and they have raised 3 points or 3 things that the Chinese government can do to consider their return to China. If this is your first time on the channel, don't go away without subscribing on this channel, because we do interesting videos like this, so that each time we upload a video, YouTube will notify you and you will be the first to watch our video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, today we'll be talking about two major news items about students' return to China. And the very first one is about a group of Bangladeshi students from different universities all over China. 5,000 Bangladeshi students wrote a petition, wrote a letter to the Chinese embassy asking the Chinese government to do something about their return. What exactly is contained in this letter, and what exactly do these students want the Chinese government to do? So these students, in their proposal, they are expressing their readiness to ask the Chinese government to help them with the vaccine. They are ready to take the Chinese-made vaccine to facilitate their return to China. They have expressed their readiness to ask the Chinese government to liaise with the Bangladeshi government so that they can take the Chinese vaccine and be able to return to China. The students are complaining that they have been doing online classes for a very long time, and they feel that it's really hampering their education, especially students who are doing medicine and other research programs, because they feel that the online classes, the online studies is not really doing well for them, and they really want to return to China as soon as possible. And one thing, they are not only asking for the return of students, they are also asking the return of other businessmen and other Bangladeshis who want to return to reunite with their families who are in China. So what do you think? Do you think the Chinese government is going to react positively to this? Do you think they can give this privilege to one country and leave the others? So let me know what you think in the comment section below, because if this consideration has to be done, if the Chinese government have to give a consideration to such a request from Bangladeshi students, then what about students from other countries? What about students from India? What about students from Nigeria? What about students from Cameroon? What about students from Russia? What about students from the United States, from the UK, from Canada? What about students from other countries? Do you think the Chinese government can grant this favor to Bangladeshi students and leave out other countries? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like I always said, when we do analysis like this, you don't know who's watching on the other side. You don't know who's listening. You don't know who's reading the comments. So whatever thing you say in the comment section, let's try to be constructive, because someone might just be watching, someone might just be listening or reading our comments, and something positive might come out of this. Just to make note here that the Chinese government had already given several doses of the Chinese-made vaccine to the Bangladeshi government, and they said they will prioritize these vaccines for those who had to return to China. So this is some positive news for business people, for families, and for students who are hoping to return to China. Like I always said, there is light at the end of the tunnel. We might think that there is no hope for September, because I've gotten a lot of messages in my inbox. Students are asking me, but do you think there is hope for September? And all I always tell these students is patience, patience. September is about 4 months from now, and anything can happen within this period. anything can happen. So let's just be patient and wait for when the Chinese government will officially make a statement and say, okay, those who have taken the vaccine, those who have taken their full doses of the vaccine can apply for visas to return to China. Okay, now the second thing I would like us to talk about in this video is proposals made by international students all over the world about how they think the Chinese government should consider their return. And they brought forth three things that they think that the Chinese government can do so that they can be able to return to China. And the first one is, first, they will provide a negative COVID-19 test result, which means that they will provide a test result to show that they are negative. That's the first thing. The second thing, they will provide a vaccination certificate. And the third thing, they will do quarantine before their flight and after the flight, which means that after they've taken their test, it's negative, they've presented their vaccination certificate to show that they have been vaccinated against the coronavirus. So after presenting these two certificates, they will do quarantine before their flight. I don't know how many days of quarantine before their flight, but normally in China, you have to do 14 days of quarantine after you arrive in China. 14 days and another 7 days of observation, making a total of 21 days. So it means that if they want to do, say, 7 days before their flight and 21 days while they're in China, which means that altogether they're going to be doing a total observation period of almost a month. Is this feasible? Do you think students can do this? And how effective can this be? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please drop your comments and let me know how you think this can be done. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the few updates that I gathered for you today about students' return to China. If this is your first time on the channel, don't leave this video without hitting that subscription button, because the moment we land our eyes on any important video, on any important information, as far as this is concerned, we always drop such videos here on the channel. And you don't want to miss the information. You don't want to miss the fresh news, any information or any news as far as that is concerned. So consider hitting that subscription button before you leave the video. And if you are a returning subscriber, we always say thank you so much for our amazing subscriber. We will see you in our next video. Peace out, remain blessed, and bye-bye.